Dear diarrhea. Diarrhea full of shit. Just play along me, myself, and I. No one else. Yo, yo, yo. I'm so legit. I turned my thermostat back down to 65. And I had it set on 70 for like the last, 3 weeks or so. Gotta give myself some buffer in case the, furnace went on the fritz again. Because like I said, the house holds heat well. I remember it was that cold spell where it dropped to like minus, 12 degrees. Hell, even during the day. I think at night it dropped down to like minus 18 or 16 or something. It was, but, oh man, I'm tired in case you haven't picked up on that. Well, because last night, I was, drinkity drunk and then got up at like midnight. Pretty much didn't go back to bed. Slept for like 4 hours. Well, 3, I guess, from like 7 to 10. And, anyway. Well, my doctor appointment isn't tomorrow. I pushed it out. I must have made it for my, long home time. But I'll call them tomorrow because I don't know if I called them or they called me, but I was 3 sheets into the wind. I wrote stuff down and anyway. But yeah. So I turned the thermostat down to anyway, I stepped out even during the day. It's like usually when it's that cold, it's like bitter cold. The air almost has like a bite to it. It's almost kind of difficult to breathe, But it's just like I had my coat on and stuff, obviously, but I looked at the temperature, on my phone. I remember, it's like it's minus 12. Doesn't feel that cold. But obviously, I was just walking from my house to my car. But like I said, when it's that cold, usually it's like you step outside and it's like, whoa, any bare skin, it's like, shit. But I was just like, it doesn't seem that cold, but I guess it is. And like I said, the house dropped in like 12 hours. It dropped to 55 degrees. And I bought that little space heater that's like the size of it's not a big one. I bought one of those too, but in case I need to like heat a room or something. But that thing worked great. I'd shut the door and my room was toasty. And I didn't run it on full blast because that's just kind of how that game works. You never really want to run something on full blast. Otherwise it has a tendency to get hot and then it shuts down. And you get up, 2 o'clock in the morning and it stopped working at 10 p.m. or whenever you went to bed. And you're like, fuck. And unplug it and start it up again just because, it's stupid. But I had that thing set on like, medium fan and, medium heat. And I had it on a little, stand, like a TV dinner stand. Pointed at me and, oh man, it was nice. It was a nice like treat. It was like a nice dichotomy because that thing was blowing right on me, you know. I mean, not on me. I had it kind of pointed at my, you know, kind of the middle of the bed. So, if I had a honey boo in that situation, obviously we'd cuddle. But I'd we'd either have it pointed, you know, at the foot of the bed, you know, pointing up the middle, or I'd just give it to her. I'd be like, here, you point this at you, you know, and it'll, you know, because it'll blow over the both of us. Anyway, it was nice. So, maybe I should turn the thermostat down to 55 one of these days just for shits and giggles. And do the heater thing. Anyway. I looked into that flipper tooth thing. If it's a front tooth, it's a little bit different. If it's a molar, it has like those C-clamp things that just sort of, you know, because it doesn't have to, people don't see those teeth. But apparently if it's a front tooth, you have like the little mold, you know, that kind of sticks on the roof of your mouth. Just like towards the front. So I'm not super keen on that, but it'll be all right. You took another picture in a parking garage, Kosinaboo? You got a thing for parking garages or something? Or some creep boys giving you shit or something? Yeah. That's a funny. Parking garage. So, does your apartment complex have a parking garage? Do you live like in Dallas? Do you live like in a high-rise apartment complex or some shit with like 6 floors or something? What the fuck? Do you work somewhere that has a parking garage? Shit. Oh man. It's like 8:30, I think. I'm going to bed early. I'll go to bed at 9:30ish. Cuddle with my lonely ass self. Yeah. Got my window open, the small fan, you know, drawing the air in. The other night it was all foggy and shit. I was standing out on the deck. I envisioned a dinosaur emerging through the fog. I'd hear it walking, obviously. What if it was like a pterodactyl and I heard it flying and it landed on the deck? Mr. T-Rex, you're starting your day kind of early, isn't you? Because it's like 4 a.m. It was still dark at like 5 a.m. too. I was so glad I didn't have to drive to work. Because I've had jobs that started around the clock. I've had jobs where I had to get up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 5:30, 6 a.m. I don't think as a driving job, I think 6 a.m. was the latest I ever had to get up for a local driving job. driving over the road, I drove into the night, so every day I'd start, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. And I remember thinking that, with my other company several years ago. It's like, I haven't had to get up early for like ever. I had a straight up night job where I started at 7 p.m. Drove till 4. That's when they started signing people out, because we were crossing like roads and stuff. So most jobs are 12 hours period. Had a second shift job where I started at 4 p.m. worked till like midnight, 2 a.m. That was a union company, so I didn't really want to working too many hours. So anyway, hey, yay, bay. La da 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 da. Yeah, I'm not a morning person. Although maybe it's because I'm getting old as fuck. I find myself wanting to go to bed earlier and earlier. But here's the thing. If I haven't, like I said, my sleep schedule was all fucked up last night, so I'm tired. But if I'm on schedule, and things are normal, then yeah, I go to bed, between 10 and midnight. Get up around, 9, 10 o'clock the next day. Some people might say, well, good God, your day's half over. Whatever. I made another collage of fucko of all people. I got the torso, with the panty wear and the titties. And then I actually sized up. I took that red butt cleavage, but I just had the bottom half, and I sized it up. It looks good. It's hard for me to explain, but it looks good. And popped her stupid head on top. She's got 3 headshots that are decent. Did you hear that, fucko? Did you hear what I just said? You turned out nice. So it's just like a tiny little bit. It just works out, like the legs, the thighs match up, and it's crude, but it looks good. It really does, I got it down, because a lot of times, you look at it later and it's like, no, the tits are too big, or no, the ass cheeks don't go down that fucking far, all that shit, but it just kind of takes some tweaking and sizing things up, and yeah. Anyway, you're pathetic, man. Oh, am I? Well, that's a bummer. I've got enough rage, hatred, and bitterness, and loneliness. Everything, just pure misery in my life as it is. Now you're going to tell me I'm a fucking loser and I'm pathetic? Well, shit. Well, I'll put it on my to-do list. Stop being pathetic. Stop being a loser. How do you spell loser? Is that one O or two? And is that spelled with Z? 1 or 2 Z's? Is that an ER or UR? And is the R reversed and slightly crooked? You know what? Fuck this shit, man. I'll just scratch it out. I'm not even going to bother transferring that over to the next page for the next, 275 days or whatever. I'm just going to scratch that off. Anyway, I guess that's all I got to say, baby. Woo-hoo. I drank that Fanta. I only bought one. I'll have to buy more. I'll have to buy that at a main, big grocery store. Though I won't be able to get that at the local market. Put it in a glass with ice, like not my thermal mug, but like a regular glass. It reminded me of like Hawaii, you know. And they do something. They add sugar to their shit. Because like every morning for breakfast, tea, ta. Um, it was like this is sweeter than normal. I mean, you know what I mean, dog? It's like regardless of whether it was orange juice or pineapple juice or pine orange juice, it's like they put sugar in this shit, didn't they? You know they did. C&H Sugar, California, Hawaii. Woo! Anyway, that's all I gotta say, baby. Man, I stopped by this. They got a hot dog stand. They got like food trucks. They're like food trailers. There's like three of them that kind of set up kind of around my where I live, right? And there's this one. It's like a hot dog place, and it's like, oh shit. I got this one. It was all smothered and shit. It had like coleslaw and onions and tomatoes and uh, chili and oh fuck. So not sound like a fat motherfucker. And there's this one. My sister told me that they got good Philly cheesesteaks, so that's good. I remember when they had them at Arby's for a bit. I thought it was just on the menu. It turns out it's like a promo. Again, not sound like a fat motherfucker, but I went through there, you know, the other day. You know, like 2 years ago, and I'm all, hey, you know, do you know when the Philly cheesesteak comes back? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck good are you? So I'm gonna have to take a preemptive again because I'm so old and shit. The Rolaids will not work. I'm gonna have to take an Alka-Seltzer before I go to bed. Mm-hmm. Because I'm so old and shit. But Kosinaboo is gonna change all that. She's gonna make me young and shit. I'm gonna be like, no, I don't want to go to Arby's. I mean, Arby's is good, but I'd rather have you make me a healthier roast beef sandwich and some sort of healthy salad and shit. Oh, it's gonna be fucking rad. It's gonna work out nice. Give me about 2 months. You know, because like I said, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I mean, different, new, and exciting, and just sharing my life with the love of my life. You know, there'll be moments. You know, it's like I kind of miss the loneliness and the bitterness and the plotting my revenge on the world. Just having a pretty girl in my life and sharing a bed with her and sexing her up and all that shit. I don't know, man. It's human beings are creatures of comfort. We're creatures of habit. I'd never tell her this, obviously. Shh, you didn't hear that, Kosinaboo. Hush, hush. But you know what I mean? I'll get out the shower. I'll be like, oh, I'm so tired, and say, oh, I'll go sleep me so fucking good. I forgot there's another body in my bed. I gotta share that space with her. Okay, but like I said, there's cuddling and then there's cuddling my way. And it'll be kind of cute in the beginning because we'll have to like work out our sleep habits. Right? You'll learn, what I do and I'll learn what you do. Right? Because like I said, if I want to move, I'm going to move. If that means pushing you off of me, not pushing you off the bed, but don't take it personal. It's just, I need to roll over and cuddle with my pillow for a bit. So, anyway. Guess that's all I gotta say, baby.